Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, 3rd and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
Better team, you're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Got the first down and more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Are advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Gators will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Tight end now in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running to the left. Makes a man miss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the offense on second down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Back to pass. Throws to the back. And the timing just a hair off. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Off play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of two drives from this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker. They'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Got a man. It's Small. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Running into the open space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Colorado. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Gator. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up 4th down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Sweet spin. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to put the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Working the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Dumps it to the back. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Rush is on him. He turns it loose to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Inside the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
28.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Got the first down and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. The 20. Touchdown, Trojan. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Purdue. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Plows through the defense. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Steps away. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finding open areas. Still on his feet at the 40. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Gators with 8 second and short to keep this drive moving. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Cook. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just Completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Ohio. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, your quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Nice move there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans! My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. And that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to scramble. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll try the left side. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gators headed quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. He's going to fire deep. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he makes the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about...
Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They go to the ground. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Tries to get it on the ground. Speeding down the left side. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating when you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.